I love how you got your start on the healthcare giving side. How do you think that impacts your role as a CEO?
Well, it's always been helpful to have that in my back pocket. Very few people who come through the industry side have come through the patient side as well. They tend to come through sales or through other areas, and they end up in ophthalmology or optometry in some way. And they're always trying to guess and catch up, and they never have that full understanding of what it's like to see 70 patients in a day, be dead on your feet, and just wish someone would help you out. So when I started out, I was with a doctor who saw about 16 patients a day. We saw 8 in the morning, 8 in the afternoon. I was the first technician he had ever had. And at that point, he was in his late 50s. So, nearing the end of his private practice. And when I left him 2.5 years later, we had combined with several other physicians, and we were seeing 70 patients a day, 6 rooms per doctor, 2 techs each, and the technicians did everything. And so being
Wow.
able to sit with those patients and understand what their needs were, but at the same time, understanding what the practice requirements were. We had this sandwich effect. We had to get in, talk to a patient, be kind and have a good bedside manner, and still get everything done in 10 minutes because the doctor was coming behind you and he needed all the notes and he needed to see everything so he could produce that diagnosis and the next treatment plan. So I got a real appreciation for how hard it is to implement technology, implement better practice and process, while at the same time having a real empathy for the physicians who are trying to do the best they can under a system that's constantly saying, be better, be faster, be more efficient, because we're lowering the amount we're going to pay you because technology is coming in. And so it's always been that balance. And I've been able to carry that through. So whenever I've been in a position that's looking at, say, new technology in the future strategically, you already have in the back of your mind, all right, will that work? How is that making the doctor's life better? More importantly, is it going to make it right for the practice to attempt to implement that? Will they get paid for it? And so you just have a much more natural way of approaching this, and it makes things go a lot faster as well. So that's always been a real nice thing to have as far as my experience. And once doctors or other industry people know you have that and you can speak to it on that level, it's a level of credibility because you can say, no, I used to scope those patients. I know how the patient's going to react. Or that form function isn't quite right because elderly patients can't move this way or they don't want to do that. And it gives you that extra sense of confidence when you make those decisions going, I've been there, I've experienced it, I know what works and what won't. And if I'm not fully sure, I have a whole group of people I can ask that share a common experience.